So something that you have written always piqued my curiosity and got my juices going. Enthusiasm is the genuine yes
Hmm.
that will uncork your genius.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like, that's sublime. I absolutely love that.
So juicy. You're so uncorked, Annie. You're easy. You're already uncorked. Well, I think first you need to believe that you have genius.
Mm.
And that's sort of half the journey. It's just, I know it's in there somewhere. I haven't uncorked it. I haven't stumbled across it. I'm certainly not making any money off of it yet, but it's in there somewhere. So just believe that it's in there somewhere.
Hmm.
And, I'm often telling people that whatever is showing up in your life in the form of gratitude, people being grateful for you
Mm.
and appreciating and thanking you, whatever you're getting thanked for is an indication of whatever your gift is or your genius. What are people showing their gratitude to you for? When do you feel no sense of time? When do you look up from whatever you're doing, whether it's baking cookies or writing a blog post or trying to get, tinkering with something, and like 5 hours have gone by and you don't remember how you got there? That's a sign. That's being in the flow, as Mihai Csikszentmihalyi says. And aren't you impressed that I can say his name?
So impressed.
So those are some indicators. And I think we also need to like take the charge out of finding our genius
Mm.
and just start in a gentle way with like what makes you happy,
Hmm.
makes you soft and happy. Just start there.
I think it sometimes scares it away. This
Yeah.
this whole energy of like bigness, 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 bigness,
Yeah.
and so I think that that's possible that there's a bit of a story. Like, what if it's more just kind of a whisper?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes. And it can be more than a whisper. It can still feel like hot and electric and juicy,
Hmm.
but it doesn't mean you need to go make money on it necessarily. It'd be
Mm.
great. I mean, I'm aiming for the ideal that that's what you can do.
Hmm.
Doesn't mean you need to launch it or go back to school. So just like I think if we just take the expectations off of finding out what it is, it'll help us get there sooner. It's like falling in love, right?
Mm.
You just like, are you the guy? Or it's like the old Dr. Seuss story. Maybe is it Dr. Seuss? Are you my mother? Are you
Mm.
my mother? And he
Hmm.
doesn't find his mother till he's just hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you let it go and then boop, it's gonna pop up.
What are those things that people are coming up against as they try to woo their thing?
As they try to woo their thing, that's such a great comparison. Comparison, it's toxic, it's killer, don't do it. It goes like this. What I want to say has already been said. Her brand is like my brand. She got there, he got there to market before I did. Who am I to do this? I'm not qualified. They have more qualification. They. Guess what? You're an original just because it's all coming through your lens, your perspective, your voice, your experience, your drive, your level of interest. So nobody has said what you're going to say. And by the way, there's nothing original out there. It's all been said. What I'm saying, what I say on whitehottruth.com, it's perennial stuff. It's you can find lots of teachers who talk about what I talk about, but no one talks about it in the way I do it. So comparison sucks, and just stop.
Mm.
Just knock it off. Just go on a comparison diet.
Hmm.
Fears and wooing stuff. Well, there is the what if I fail. Look, just make a decision and do it. Just decide. Just do. Just do. Once there's a great saying from the Book of the Runes. We are not doers, we are deciders. And once we decide, the doing becomes easy. So it's doing something and making a mistake is superior, underlined, italicized, to not doing anything. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have to wait some things out and everything, especially business, so much to do with timing. But you do something, you fail, you will still be further ahead. Even if you're in the hole financially, you will still be further ahead. You will have more courage, you will have more faith, you will have more acumen, you will have more contacts at the bank, you will have more resources for your next thing. Just do something, find out. And in that regard, quit soon, fail fast. If it sucks, leave it. And of course, there's time. I mean, everything I talk about is contradiction, so let's just get that on the table.
Love
but
it.
Of course, there's times where you persist and you endure and all that stuff. But if it's not working, can it? Leave it. You know, Seth Godin has his little book, The Dip, about this. Winners quit sooner. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, but I also have a contradiction to that. Failing fucking sucks. Okay, so I'm also, this isn't about, I want to be clear that my focus here is about, it is about executing. It's about creating. It's about doing it so you can go on. Failure is often part of it, but it's not, some entrepreneurs get off on the failure. I don't get off on the failure. I have learned a lot more. I've learned a lot more from my successes than I have from my failure, for sure. Yes. Yes, I do. And I've never articulated this, so we're having a live moment here. I can tell you, my saboteur are all those little... See, I really dislike them. I need to be careful here. My saboteur is a 30-something Adidas wearing, running shoe wearing, geek, social media addicted guy from Silicon Valley. And he is a bit spiritually vacant and highly fucking cynical. And that personality, that kind of avatar is my saboteur. So sometimes I think I'm being too spiritual, or I'm not being grounded, or too out there, too Abraham Hicks. And it's that guy behind me going, this doesn't work in the real world. And you know what I say to him? I say, you haven't been properly hugged in months, mister. And you probably have sex like a robot. And you know that what I got is hot. And that's how I deal with my saboteur. I tell him to go fuck himself. Yeah, that crowd scares me, actually. But I'm almost over it.
Sorry. I'm not finding, that's really, really good.
You're laughing at me.
I just, I gotta tell you, I wanted to hug him too. I just wanted to hug him too, like that. He needs to be properly hugged, like heart to heart, man.
Saboteurs, they really, you know what they want? They want our love. Yeah. Really. They're just coming to the table. Love me.
Do you have any final desire for our viewers, people who are picking up What's My Thing? What do you want for them, Danielle?
Don't quit your day job. It is your birthright to have your thing. Be practical about your passion. Practicality and passion are a wicked combo. It is perfectly all right to want to be happy the majority of the time. And it can be done. Yeah. Appreciate what you have. That's a formula. You want to find your thing. You want to move ahead. You want velocity. You need to appreciate everything that's going on in your life right now. You need to appreciate that you have a bitchy boss. You need to appreciate the money that you are making. You need to appreciate that you're stuck. You need to see the beauty in the people that you're working with. You need to realize, probably, if you're watching this, you probably live in the Western world. And the fact that you're watching this on the computer means you have the democratic choice to do that and the financial means to do that. So I'll leave it on this note. Whatever you got going, you got it good. Be grateful for it. And when you appreciate that, you will attract more into your life to be appreciative for. And it just gets better.